Rafanti, a space docking station located in neutral space, served as a haven for all forms of races seeking respite from the vast expanse of the cosmos. Civilian, military, lawful, and unlawful beings alike docked at this self-governing sanctuary to indulge in a brief moment of solace away from the unforgiving realities of their lives in the depths of space. In one of Rafanti's bustling cantinas, Lantix, a notorious Geesan pirate, found himself seated among a motley crew of outlaws, reveling in the company of fellow rogues who shared his penchant for danger and adventure. The ambient hum of alien chatter filled the air as the clinking of glasses and the aroma of various intoxicants wafted through the dimly lit establishment. Amidst the din of the cantina, a hulking figure loomed over Lantix, casting a formidable shadow over the pirate's table. Geppo, a verb-got mercenary known for his ruthless efficiency in combat, fixed his gaze upon Lantix with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. With a gruff voice that carried authority born of countless battles, Geppo inquired of Lantix, questioning the pirate's presence on the space station. As Lantix raised a frothy glass to his lips, the shimmering blue liquid within dancing with the reflection of the overhead lights, he met Geppo's probing stare with a sly grin. With a voice roughened by years spent traversing the treacherous void of space, Lantix began to regale the verb-got mercenary with a tale that spoke of daring escapades and narrow brushes with death. "It's true, my verb-got friend," Lantix began, his words tinged with a hint of defiance. "The pirating routes may have shifted towards the Terran territories, but even there, no space is truly safe from the long arm of the human marines." Leaning back in his seat, Lantix recounted the harrowing tale of how the once thriving pirate havens had turned into graveyards littered with the wreckage of ships that had dared to defy the might of the Terran forces. Initially, it had seemed like easy plundering as pirate vessels prowled the vast expanses of space, preying upon unsuspecting merchant ships and wayward travelers. However, as rumors spread of the relentless space marines dispatched by the Terran Alliance to bring order to the lawless fringes of the galaxy, panic had begun to grip the hearts of even the most seasoned of spacefaring outlaws. Lantix spoke of how his own vessel had narrowly evaded capture, the blazing streaks of energy weapons grazing the hull as he made a desperate bid for freedom. With a twinkle of defiance in his eyes, Lantix described how he had outmaneuvered his pursuers, his nimble ship dancing between shadows and debris as he eluded the relentless pursuit of the human marines. Fueled by a mixture of bravado and desperation, he had charted a course straight for Rafanti, the neutral sanctuary that beckoned like a beacon of hope amid the unforgiving darkness of space. As the tale unfolded, the cantina fell silent, the other patrons drawn in by the gravity of Lantix's words. Even Geppo, the stoic verb-gut mercenary, found himself captivated by the pirate's account of survival against impossible odds. In that moment, a bond of respect formed between the two unlikely companions, forged in the crucible of shared adversity and the unyielding spirit of those who dared to defy the oppressive forces that sought to control the galaxy. And so, as the last echoes of Lantix's tale faded into the recesses of the cantina, leaving behind a lingering sense of awe and camaraderie, the space station of Rafanti stood as a testament to the indomitable will of those who sought freedom in a universe determined to crush their dreams. Amidst the swirling currents of chaos and conflict that defined the expanse of space, a pirate and a mercenary found common ground in the shared belief that even in the darkest of nights, the light of hope could still shine bright. As Lantix weaved through the crowded corridors of Rafanti, his mind still reeling from the encounter in the cantina, a sense of unease tugged at the edges of his thoughts. The cold chill that gripped him upon reaching the entry to his room sent a shiver down his spine, his instincts sharp and honed by years of evading capture springing into action. Without hesitation, Lantix silently retreated, his heart pounding in his chest as he made a swift yet stealthy dash towards the hangar where his vessel awaited. As he approached his ship, a sharp intake of breath escaped him as he beheld a group of human figures, resplendent in their armored suits, standing sentry around his prized vessel. Panic surged through Lantix as he realized the gravity of the situation. How had the humans breached the sanctity of Rafanti, a bastion of neutrality where the laws of any single race held no sway? The audacity of their intrusion sent a wave of fear and dread crashing over him, threatening to engulf him in despair. With a steely resolve born of desperation, Lantix sprinted back towards the heart of Rafanti, seeking out the station's security personnel in a frantic bid for salvation. Breathless and wild-eyed, he implored them to escort him safely to his shuttle, his voice tinged with a mixture of urgency and fear as he recounted the imminent threat that loomed over him. The security personnel, recognizing the severity of the situation, assured Lantix of their assistance, but delivered a sobering truth in their promise of protection. Once he departed Rafanti's confines, he would be on his own, left to face the formidable might of the human interceptors that encircled the station like silent predators waiting for their prey. Realization dawned upon Lantix that escape would not be a simple feat, his options dwindling with each passing heartbeat. In a desperate gambit, he sought out Geppo, the verb-got mercenary, whose allegiance he had briefly shared in the cantina, hoping that the mercenary's loyalty would extend to aiding him in this dire hour of need. Confronting Geppo with a plea for assistance, Lantix found himself met with a chilling gaze that betrayed no hint of the camaraderie they had once shared. In a swift and calculated betrayal, Geppo's true colors were revealed as he led Lantix to his own quarters, a twisted smile of betrayal playing upon his lips. As the door closed behind them, Geppo's treachery was laid bare as a detachment of human agents materialized within the room, their cold eyes fixed upon Lantix with an air of authority that brooked no dissent. Shock and disbelief clouded Lantix's features as the realization of his impending capture took hold, his trust shattered by the very hand he had sought for salvation. With a callous shrug, Geppo uttered words that cut deeper than any blade, revealing the mercenary's true nature in a stark display of betrayal. "I am a mercenary after all," Geppo remarked nonchalantly, his allegiance bought by the highest bidder without a shred of remorse for the one he had once called ally. Faced with the grim reality of his capture at the hands of those he had once deemed enemies, Lantix was led away by the human agents, the echoes of Geppo's betrayal ringing in his ears as he was escorted towards an uncertain fate. In the cold embrace of captivity, surrounded by unfamiliar faces and the looming specter of imprisonment, Lantix's world crumbled around him, a stark reminder of the merciless nature of the cosmos he had once navigated with reckless abandon. Now a new reality for those who lived by the old rules was set in stone. Provoking the humans was a mistake that even the most seasoned pirate would regret making.